This was my first day in the Philippines, and I will never forget it. My journey started years earlier, back in 2011, when I was living in Shenzhen, China. There, I met a Japanese businessman who often traveled to the Philippines for both work and leisure. He told me how relaxing life was there, warm weather, beautiful beaches, and kind, friendly people. His stories stayed in my mind. I began researching the Philippines, reading travel forums, asking questions, and learning about different cities. In January 2012, tired of the cold and uncomfortable winter in southern China, I finally decided it was time to go somewhere warm. That's how I chose the Philippines. I flew from Hong Kong to Manila. Before arriving, I booked a hotel in Malate, Ermita, the executive hotel Manila. At the airport, I took a taxi to my hotel. The driver didn't use the meter, and I paid around 800 pesos. Later, I found out the normal fare was about 400 pesos. I had overpaid, but it was my first trip, so I didn't worry too much. When I checked into the hotel, I experienced my first culture shock. A Western foreigner walked out of the elevator hugging two girls at the same time. In China, I had never seen anything like that. At that moment, I realized the Philippines was very different. That evening, I decided to visit LA Cafe, a place I had heard was popular among tourists. I didn't understand how bars worked in the Philippines at all. As soon as I entered, several girls approached me, but many of them turned out to be men dressed as women. I felt uncomfortable and avoided conversations, then went upstairs where the music and atmosphere were better. I ordered a glass of wine. Soon a girl came up to me and asked if I wanted to buy her a drink. I agreed, not knowing this was called a lady drink or how expensive it was. Then her friend joined us. Same situation. Each time the waiter asked me to sign, and I did without understanding the prices. After a long flight and a long day, I decided to leave and go back to my hotel. When the final bill arrived, I was shocked. The total was around 25,000 pesos. That was the moment I learned an important lesson. Lady drinks are expensive. Music requests cost money, and in places like this, nothing is really free. On my way back to the hotel, something even worse happened. On a dark street, a group of teenagers, maybe 11 to 14 years old, blocked my path. They waved their hands in front of my face. When I raised my hand to protect myself, someone quietly pickpocketed all the money I had left. Luckily, my hotel key and card were in another pocket, but all my remaining cash was gone. That was my first day in Manila, my first day in Philippines. To be honest, the Ermita and Malate area shocked me deeply. After living in Hong Kong and China, seeing people sleeping on sidewalks, living in boxes, and begging for money was something I had never experienced before. I felt sorry for them, but I understood I couldn't help everyone. At that time, I thought all of Manila was like this. Later, I discovered that Manila is very different, with modern, clean, and safe areas where foreigners can live comfortably. But that first impression stayed with me forever. My first day in the Philippines was harsh, unexpected, and unforgettable.